Hey there, I'm Elizabeth Henson. Welcome to the Messy Success Podcast, where I'm helping creative dreamers and overachievers tackle business and life. After 6 years of being my own boss, I finally unraveled a tiny bit of what it takes to survive in this amazing world of being an overly creative entrepreneur. I'm your business bestie, here to help you with all those big ideas and to normalize some of the day-to-day struggles that we all share. My mission is simple. I want more women to make a living doing what they love and to feel good about themselves in the process. The best way to start? We can't do it alone. So welcome. I hope you'll hang out with me here where it's totally okay to be messy. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Messy Success Podcast. Elizabeth here. You guys, this episode is going to be a little bit different today. I have recently applied and was accepted to be an affiliate for an amazing company that I'm going to tell you about, but I didn't want to just do an ad and put it in the podcast or just talk about the product. I wanted to tell you guys my entire journey of how I came across this company and came to the decision to be an affiliate. And it's really important to me that I really speak about my mission behind all of this. So this little journey started when a friend of mine, Erica Carter, you guys might know her as The Broken Diet on Instagram. I will link her in the show notes. This episode is going to have a lot of good stuff. So the show notes are going to be at elizabethhenson.co/E52. Okay, elizabethhenson.co/E52. So my friend Erica, her stories are amazing, by the way. Ever since the pandemic started, we all know her as she goes into the stories and shares the funniest memes. I mean, so funny, just trying to find light in everything that we have been going through, right? Since March. So she is actually just sharing a video of this company, and it's called The Lip Bar, and the founder is Melissa Butler. Some of you guys might know this company from an episode of Shark Tank, but Erica was just sharing a makeup tutorial. That's it. It was just the owner, Rachel, doing a makeup tutorial. There was really nothing special or fancy, but for some reason, I clicked on the link and I started watching this 5-minute tutorial. And there was just something about this lady that was like kind of familiar. And I started putting all the pieces together. Like, wait a minute, is this the company that was on Shark Tank? Like, I saw this episode. I really liked them. They actually didn't get picked on Shark Tank, which I'm going to tell you a little bit more about in a minute. So long story short, through my friend Erica's Insta stories, I clicked on the link. I went through the rabbit hole of this company, The Lip Bar, and was totally sold on the concept of the fast face. So the fast face, they have a makeup bag, and you go online and you select your skin tone, and they pre-package everything you need, right? They have the serum. Now, you guys know I'm learning how to girl, so I'm not going to get all this right, okay? Then they have your powder, your blush, your highlighter, and your contour all in the same kit. And eyebrow pencil, mascara, eyeliner, and then a lip color. And it all comes in this one kit, and it's extremely affordable. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm always trying to buy these, eyeshadows and eye thingahoos like separately, and I don't know what I'm doing as far as putting together colors. And I just love the concept of somebody doing that part for me and just having one kit and being able to get rid of all my clutter. So I ordered the fast face that same day. Went down the rabbit hole on Instagram, went and bought this fast face from the Lip Bar. And you guys, I don't impulse shop like that. I never shop from Instagram. This is not a thing for me. So I waited for the kit to come. It was amazing, of course. I loved it. I've been using it every day since. And I was on a mastermind meeting. My friend Sharon Hunley and we run a mastermind called Leverage and Lead. And there's 5 of us in the group. And I started sharing a little bit about this company because they're all vegan. They really believe in inclusion. And I just was talking about how much I love the products and, just the story of how I fell in love with the company. And that was really it. We all kind of chatted about it. I mean, that's what girls do, right? Like, it's so natural for us to talk about things that we love, to talk about companies that are run by women, who we look up to, our core values, but also just when we find a new hack that makes us feel beautiful in less time, it's such a no-brainer to share about it. So I was sharing about it in the mastermind. I was sharing about it with all my friends everywhere, like, oh my gosh, I discovered this thing. It's so crazy, the fast face. And on the mastermind call, my friend Sharon has just recently teamed up with Monat. I think we've talked about Monat on here before. And she mentioned on the mastermind call that because she had started to girl, right, and started sharing a little bit more about beauty and beauty products, that some of the members of her audience that had been following her for a long time but never actually connected or said anything started coming out of the woodworks. And she was connecting with all of these people that had been in her audience for a while, but now they're starting to have something in common, or they're just seeing her in a different way. And she said, I really feel like I've kind of connected with an untouched part of my audience because I'm talking about this. And funny, because right before the mastermind call, I saw that the Lip Bar had an affiliate program, but I talked myself out of it. I was like, no, I don't really talk about a lot of products. I'm not really like a lifestyle bloggy brand, I just never really know what that arena is like for me or what it's going to be like for me. So I kind of just, said no in my head and moved on. But then hearing Sharon talk about this and how, her involvement with a beauty company and her, authentic way of sharing about it. You guys all know Sharon. She's so funny. She was starting to connect with new people. And I was like, you know what? What is stopping me? What is stopping me from wanting to be an affiliate for this company that I've really fallen in love with? And I really believe in their morals and their core values. And, it's a Black-owned business. So obviously I'm already talking about it and sharing about it and lifting them up. And hearing Sharon talk about that, I was like, you know what? Like, why not? I started asking myself, why not do this? What's stopping me? And I said, I've got nothing to lose. There's no harm in just applying. I can talk about it on the podcast and talk about it with my girlfriends. And that's what I really wanted this to feel like. I wanted to feel like we're sitting on the couch and I'm telling you about a product that I love, but more importantly, about their mission and about how amazing this company is. So that quickly on that phone call, that mastermind call, I changed my mind and I applied. And it took weeks to hear back and I was finally accepted. But, in the meantime, I was just thinking about different ways that I could share about it. How do I feel about this? All the things. And I was not attached to the results. If I didn't get accepted, I didn't get accepted. I would continue to talk about it because I love this company. So let me tell you a little bit about the Lip Bar. So they are vegan and cruelty-free. And you guys know, I am not picture perfect when it comes to plant-based products or anything like that. But I love Young Living, who's all plant-based. I love their cleaners. I have recently experimented with the Monat shampoo, and I really enjoy that as well. And they're an all-vegan company. So it just seems to kind of align with the direction that I'm going when it comes to beauty products and things that I put on my body, things that my kids are going to get a hold of. I really do like knowing that, it's all natural. That doesn't mean that we don't still have very normal products in this house. I am not at all completely one way or the other. But I just love the way that the eyeliner goes on so smooth. I don't have to scratch at my eyelid to get it on. I mean, it is like butter, y'all. And then also, to me, even more importantly, the Lip Bar is all inclusive. And I mentioned it's a Black-owned company. Melissa Butler is incredible. If you guys even go to their Instagram feed, you're gonna fall in love with their brand. Sorry, I'm all tongue-tied today because I just got Anthony down for a nap. I'm actually shooting a wedding later this afternoon. It has just been a week. But I just love showing up here as I am, you guys. So thank you for being here and for listening, even when I'm imperfect, like always. Anyway, so Melissa firmly believes in these inclusive ideals. They are believers that without representation, you're left seeking validation. And they strive to make everyone feel welcome at the Lit Bar. And their specialty is serving the underserved beauty community. And if you go to their website, there is not a lot of white women. There was like just enough that I was like, okay, I can tell that they have my skin tones here, but it is very much all inclusive, transgender. I mean, anything you can think of, they are representing it. It's so amazing. And they also have made their makeup really easy. And she mentions that somewhere along the way, beauty got very intimidating. And they believe that you should spend your time worrying about living instead of how you're looking. So each product is made and it's so easy to use, and you need a minimal skill set. You can actually just go to their Instagram page and learn everything you need to learn, from how to apply up to how to clean your brushes. It's so cool to feel like you're interacting with a real person, right? And not just Maybelline or I don't know, what are all the other companies? L'Oreal, I don't know. Does L'Oreal make a makeup? I think they do. Anyway, but she really just believes in changing the way that we think about beauty and that we are enough and everyone is beautiful. And these are just the core values that I want to raise my girls to believe. I really try to model for my girls that beauty is from within and that we are all beautiful. And this company was started in 2012 in Melissa's kitchen. And if you guys ever see the episode of Shark Tank, it's so cool. And I know that they didn't get accepted, but she quoted, "Our rejection on Shark Tank was not easy. But at that moment, I had to make a decision, and I decided that I would not give someone else power over my dreams." And I love that. And these are the type of women that I want to turn on the TV, and I want my daughters to see women like this. Beautiful Black women, women of color, and women who refuse to give up on their dreams and refuse to give anyone else power over what they want to do and what they want to become. And you guys, that could be any of us, right? Like, they did it. This company has done a fantastic job. But anyone out there who's listening, that could be you. That could be my daughter Gracie. That could be my daughter Madison, right? We have to be able to see ourselves in the success of other people. So supporting this company just felt like such a no-brainer. But let me tell you about my other kind of moral decision that I had to make, or something else that was kind of holding me back, is I was like, well, who am I to accept commission from this company? Like, why would I say they're so amazing and I want to support them and not be giving them all my money, right? And actually be making a commission for sharing. And I really thought about this. And, because I worried about the judgment of others, like, oh, there she goes, supporting a Black company, but getting part of the commission, like all of these mean girl things going through my head, right? And I finally realized that, Melissa's mission is to highlight Black leaders all the time, 24/7, 365 days a year. And I know that that is a core value of my company, of my family, of my human heart. I've always made sure to have women of color, on my websites, in my portfolios, on my staff. My integrator that I just hired is a beautiful woman of color. And it's really important to me. And I said, you know what? If I can take these commissions, big, small, doesn't matter, right? And continue to highlight Black leaders and continue to make sure that I'm providing opportunity in my company, like that is what Melissa would want, right? They wouldn't have accepted me to be an affiliate if they didn't in somehow, way, shape, or form, know that as a white person that I would do this right. Or do my best. No one ever gets anything right? I'm actually trying to get away from the whole concept of right versus wrong. And I've been working on that a lot with not only my clients, but within myself, of when I look at other people or look at the way something's being done and try not to view it in right or wrong or correct or incorrect, right? We're all humans. We're all doing our best. Now, of course, there are like certain moral compasses that align much better with my core values, like this company versus a company that has zero inclusion, right? A lot of people didn't nail it when it came to that. And that's why I try to gravitate towards companies that do believe in being anti-racist, right? We can't even just say inclusive anymore. We have to be adamantly anti-racist. And I believe that if I can continue to do that work and whatever money comes into my business, whether it's through affiliates, whether it's, through the money that I make with my coaching, my photography, as long as I continue to stay true to my mission on highlighting Black leaders, that I am doing good, right? And more money, more impact. And that is what gave me the peace of mind to say, this is what she would want. She would want to, trust the allies. She would want to know that I'm doing my best and that this is all so, so important to me. So anyway, that is a little bit about the Lip Bar and why I chose to be an affiliate. I have never been an affiliate for any type of product before. Actually, that is not true. I did become an affiliate for the Cultivate What Matters planner. And I will tell you, I jumped in way too fast. I got way too excited about that planner and I jumped in too fast. And I think I stuck with it for maybe 3 months. And I do believe in it, you guys. I do. But ever since then, I said, stop trying to be this perfect planner person. And that's when I actually designed my own planner, the Messy Success Planner that you guys can find in my shop, that is dateless, because now I have to see my Cultivate What Matters planner that is beautiful and 75% empty. But because it's a dated planner, I can't go back and use my 2018 Cultivate What Matters planner. And the thing was $85 or something. So I learned my lesson there. So I developed a planner that even if it sits on your shelf for 2 years, you can pick it back up because it's totally dateless. And I didn't mean to plug that in this episode. It just kind of happened naturally because I caught myself in a little fib there. But anyways, I hope that you guys will try the Lip Bar. You can use my code. It's just Henson and you'll get 10% off. And I'm going to put all those links in the show notes. It's episode 52. So elizabethhenson.co/E52. And I will link everything that you need. Eventually, maybe I'll add some pictures or I don't know if I'm ever going to go the tutorial route. You guys would have to really beg me for that. It's possible, but I just don't know. But in the meantime, I just really love this company. I love what they stand for. I love the role models that they are being for our children. And it is, it feels really good to support them. So I hope that you will too. And you're going to love the Fast Face. If not, they have a million other products that I'm sure are amazing, but the Fast Face has been a game changer for me. I've been able to wear makeup every single day and apply it so fast with my kid climbing up my leg or whatever that looks like. And it just gives me all the confidence that I need to show up on my Instagram stories. And I truly believe that if we can do something as simple as putting on eyebrows or putting on a little bit of lip color, and it makes us show up better for our business, then it is money well spent. Oh, and they do have products at Target as well. You can check them out at Target. I like to order off the website because I usually have some type of discount code or they're running a promotion and you get all the choices. I don't think you can get Fast Face at Target. I think they just have a few different products there. But anyways, as usual, let me know if you have any questions. Please reach out to me. If you're loving the podcast, leave us a review on iTunes and make sure you check out all the new show notes. Thank you guys for joining us. I will see you next week.